Copenhagen Flames, obviously they are capable on themselves. They have some great results against a lot of varied teams, mostly tier 2 teams. But yeah, I mean they've played Endpoint a couple of times as well, and double digits for them against Endpoint, not bad. But I don't know, man. It's going to be close either way, and I think we could be seeing all 3 maps.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see, particularly sort of how map 1 and map 2 play. I honestly don't know if we're going to get to a third. I think, for me, that's going to come down to how sort of Inferno goes, as you say, whether that is going to be something that is maybe a bit too hot to handle for the Movistar side, as Copenhagen Flames have been relatively solid there, but
yeah,
on paper, I do give this to this Movistar Riders side on paper, so
yeah.
curious to see if they can step up and perform.
I mean, it's interesting because obviously Copenhagen slightly better ranked in the world, but I'd be giving Movistar Riders the better odds in this game, and I think the bookies do agree with that as we head into the 9th round. But if it does go 2-0, I'm expecting it to be 2 very close maps, like double digits at least for both teams, and possibly an OT thrown in there. I've not actually. When was the last time I covered an OT game? I've not done an overtime for a long time. I was cursed for ages and just always had OTs, but maybe the curse has been lifted. Maybe I'm a free man, Flakes.
Maybe this is the moment.
9th round all done and dusted. Head into the first pistol round with Movistar on that CT side. They'll get Steel with a kit and a HE grenade, Moppos with plenty of utility. They'll buy up a few sets of Kevlar around them, the rest of the players as well. Copenhagen, plenty of utility for both Vasilian and Manx. Well, Nico, he has a P250 dropped over to him as well.
See what Shock's opts to do here. Going for this shadow close ramp angle. We, of course, can see that Copenhagen Flames are about to light up this site. Can he land his shots? Can Alex give him the call out of what's coming? I mean, the utility, a bit of a dead giveaway. Those steps surely doing the same as well. Shock's get ready to light things up, and he immediately falls. Far from ideal. Alex now going to be the man under pressure. He's immediately taken down as well. Steel will be there to counter frag, at least finding one for his troubles. Could line up all 3 here if he's not careful. Close, but not quite close enough. The Glock will chase him down, and that leaves a 2v2. Smooya, Mopaz, both players now looking for frags. Smooya hunting, finds a Cillian. So far, so good. One more kill to be found, as it'll be Smooya and Yabi heads up. Both players 2 and 3 kills apiece. Smooya just going to go chase him down. He knows exactly what he wants, but Yabi's making this one difficult for him. Smooya has to go hunting. Time is of the essence. 14 seconds remains. He has got the kit. He has got the time. It will be a triple kill for Smooya and a pistol round in play for the Movistar Riders.
Yeah, just about enough time, especially with the kit. Just gives him that little extra couple seconds he needed. And Movistar, there you go, first on the board. You take the pistol round, and they'll work their way probably to a 3-0 lead here. Because Copenhagen, they'll force buy into this one. They'll eco next if they don't win this one out. But a couple Galils board up already. See what Nico and Yabi go for. AK for Yabi. Nico probably just goes for a Galil, maybe an SMG. Actually, Deagle for him. Likes to go for a little bit extra utility in the form of a single smoke. Nice opening for a Cillian.
Entry pick. Yeah, he's able to work with that as well. Uses. Sweet, what are you up to? Just, of course, getting himself the angle, I think, there. Hasn't quite seen the head to shoot at just yet. But, oh, he's just seen him. He knows. There we go. One in the bag. He's going to repeat this as well. 100% of the time.
That was a quick second shot as well. Giving the Copenhagen, or giving the Movistar Riders side that slight advantage that Shocks will now pull into an even bigger advantage, leaving Norios all on his lonesome. And there you go, Steel. Stares his victim down for a short moment before letting rip with a FAMAS.
Yeah, it was sort of just a, oh, okay, you know what? If you get a plant, I'll give you a little bit of hope for just a second. And then, yeah, it's time to die now. Sorry, no plant for you. It's a very patient approach to the game, I suppose. I hope we get to watch that in the replay. Just, yeah, let's go for a little plant, just chilling.
Yeah.
There we go.
It looks like he like alt tabs or something. It's weird, but in the end, it matters little, as it is a 2-0 for the Movistar Riders. They should be getting themselves the clean 3-0 here. Just pistols, no armor for the Copenhagen Flames. The Danes gonna probably get chewed into mincemeat in this round. Tell you what, I had a banging chili con carne the other day. Not had one for
Where is
a
this
long
going?
time. I was just on the topic of mincemeat. But
It just made you think, you know what? I
yeah.
remember this amazing chili con carne that I just had last week.
Well, it was just the other
There
day
you go.
with rice. It was very nice.
Well, I mean, I'd like to know what else you have your chili con carne with if it's not with rice.
You could have it with pasta.
Nah, that's not right.
It's not right, but it's still delicious.
It's not right. It's not the way. Rice is the only option. And the best thing to do with chili, folks, if you are a man of culture, is to not eat the chili straight away, but leave it for a few days. Let it really come together. Yeah.
I don't
Cook a
know.
bowl of chili up, leave it for a few days in the fridge. Oh.
Yeah, okay, if it's in the fridge, that's fine. I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
just
don't
let
leave it on the side.
moldy.
That's like, that's just called food poisoning. Is what that is. You gotta
Yeah.
cook it up, wrap it up in some foil, let it really kind of get in that fridge. Oh.
Just imagine. It was sat in the toilet. Oh, but it was so worth it. It was so delicious. Leaving it for a few days just out on the side. Yeah. Enough about that.
3-4 days. That's all you've got. Any more than 4 days, at that point you're gonna get some furry friends in there. So you don't want to be dealing with that. But yeah, cook chili a couple of days. Jobs are good.
That was just
Tell you what also gets better with time. A CT side, and that's what we're going to
True.
see here. Still, he's going to progress his way up through mid. Little does he know, he's being waiting for. They're waiting for him. The orb's there, the rifles are there. They're all just chilling, waiting for him to push.
Are they
Perhaps
chilling,
they get a
though?
little too impatient, though. If they push him, this is where it gets awkward. Yeah. Not quite the plan they were hoping for.
No.
Smoothie does win out the duel. Yabi will trade, though. Now, Paul's now getting aggressive. Look at this confidence of Movistar Riders. They just do not care. Pushing through every angle, taking every fight. Paul's, you can not hear them coming, but he's in a good angle to take the fight.
Best kill found. Second as well. Mopos has been super sick lately as well. Alongside Smoothie, they have been fragging the hell out for the Movistar Riders, and that leaves Cillian and Yabi a 2-on-4 with little chance flakes.
That Molly just making life even more complicated now. I understand the rationale behind it, but guys, you have no time. You do not have the time to be using that. You've controlled the bomb now, great, but you've got 10 seconds. What is the plan here?
They use the Molotov to get the bomb, but now don't have anything to do with the bomb.
Yeah, it's you can't do one without
just
the
save
other.
the Molotov.
But yeah, you also could have just saved the Molly, and unfortunately they lose a player for it as well. That is quite a shame.
We start looking hot early on. 4 on the board for them as Copenhagen. I do save that up for Nico. And Nico does. I'm not sure which he prefers, but Nico is easier to say, so I'm sorry, friend. I'm probably going to get angry messages after this saying, it's Nico Dawes. Why do you only say Nico? He isn't Bosnian.
Try not to ruin anyone's name too much.
Bit of a pause coming through. Is Copenhagen actually going to go for a force buy alongside this AWP? AVP. It's could be a big weapon for them. Yeah, be no armor. He's just on a deagle. Full well, an AK and a Galil coming through. Not really what you want, and Copenhagen Flames having limited success so far. Ooh, shocks. Doesn't quite get connected on by that AWP of Nico does. The boost towards ramp not working out how they had hoped. It would hope for a nice opening kill, and they had the chance, not able to find it, and now the still even 5-on-5. All 5 of these Copenhagen players stacked up outside the A site. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Shocks here. Needs some support to rotate over. Smooya and Alex, the 2 closest players, should be moving over to provide assistance. That nade might do a little bit of damage. Chips away on a few of them. Shocks moves forward just to try and maintain control of this site. Deny them a bit of access as Smooya finds the Palace player. The support from Movistar Riders is good.
Shocks is in such a good position here as well to shut down anything that comes his way. Even if he does fall to Nico, he's bought enough time for his teammates now to also play off the angles. So just a really strong position there from him and his team. Just set up in this crossfire. He's absolutely... Oh, can you imagine just peeking that angle thinking you'll be fine? All of a sudden you see this AWP barrel flying towards you. It's just Smooya flicks you.
Yeah.
Pretty much out the server. That was a tasty shot.
Yeah, he's warmed up, isn't he, Smooya? Damn. Careful, because this could very quickly spiral out of control for Copenhagen. This is dangerous territory. It's surely going to be sick with just limited pistol investment in this round. But as you said, like Shock surviving so long in the site there, just playing around behind the smokes, not giving himself up, it stalls Copenhagen's advance because they know they haven't found a kill. They know there might still be someone in there, and they're trying to clear the angles. But now they have to deal with the players who are rotating over as well in assistance, and it all ends up just turning into a bit of a mess.
Oh no, they've missed the jump. They allowed Alex to hear them and see what's coming, and he just rotates in. Will get traded out, thankfully, but they made too much noise. The first player in missed the jump up to window, so you could hear them kind of fumbling around. That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Yeah, because think about how much damage they could have found this round. They've already found 2 kills, still 2 players left alive for them to try and find more with. Certainly, it could have been something really, really cheeky for Copenhagen Flames coming through. Instead, we'll talk about ifs and buts. Manx has been put on his butt. Opos securing the kill, leaving Nico Dos all on his lonesome. Eagle in hand, no armor to his name. And I get a hiccup. I mean, 40 seconds on the clock. Is this just going to be 40 seconds of Nico Dos sat in this corner hoping Moppos repeats him? No. Okay, good.
It may well be. It might be that he just looks for, the play eventually, but he decides to go for a little wonder.
Yeah. Ends up dying.
Walks off the straight path, and that's that. His life has ended. His watch has come to an end.
Nope, 6 on the board. Guns back out for Copenhagen Flames, but you need to find something soon here, Copenhagen, and fair enough. Okay, triple nade towards connector. That'll do the job onto Alex. Nice opening pick, but can they convert? They need a round. And with Smooya and Mopos still alive, that is a difficult scenario to try and process. Smooya's got a KD of 8 already. Yeah.
He's having a good game so far, that's for sure. See if they can keep this rolling. Those 6-0 at the end of the day is a very dangerous place to be. Moppos is now on an 8 KD, so don't let me hear you say 7 because that man just fragged out.
Yeah.
He's probably going to frag out some more here as well as he walks through the smoke. No care in the world. Oh my goodness. The frags are coming thick and fast, boys. Movistar Riders almost up to 7 here. The KDs are rising. The scoreline is rising. This is a map that is not quite going the way Copenhagen Flames were anticipating it would go. Obviously, it is the pick of the boys in blue, but at the end of the day, you still don't quite want to be 7-0 down, do you?
No, it doesn't fit well. There you go. Final kill does come through. Moppos was momentarily on a 10 KD. Did die, though, so that's got reduced. This is just very efficient work from the Spanish side. Well, mostly Spanish, I guess. Obviously, they've got Shocks. Estonian and Steel is actually Brazilian, but you know what I mean. And obviously, Smoothie British as well, but. So really, they're not Spanish at all.
European continental team, some would say. A Spanish organization. They've done a lot. Movistar have done a lot for Spanish esports as well.
Oh yeah, of course. And obviously, still got Alex and Mopos in there too. Spanish players who are representing their country well. Mopos especially, such a sick player right now, has been showing a lot of good things recently, and well, they're looking for an 8th, and they should be able to collect it with the Flames just on a few pistols. Not really anything to shout about. A little bit of utility that might find an opening or two, but all in all, oh dear. Mopos could have had a multi-kill there. Instead, Steel finishes off one with the HE, and Cillian still left on just 24 of his own HP. As that B hit that it seemed like they were going to go for has been just completely crushed.
Crumbled like a sour apple crumble. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but I tried to go for a food reference. It's failed miserably. I apologise, but we are going to roll with it at 7-0. Life is looking real good right now for Movistar Riders, and they push back this play as well. The only thing I think that maybe they can do here is either the contact connector works. The other thing I was thinking of is maybe they go through window, because that did work for them when they didn't make the noise. It's just they were really loud the first time they did it. But they do go for that contact play. They get the kill ramp as well. Steel starts to frag out here, but a little too late, actually. We are going to see the site get given up, so we are actually going to have to watch a retake here against these pistols and what will soon be 2 rifles, I hope.
They've not been able to pick up that secondary weapon. And that is a
together.
Great spray down from Mopos. Yeah, they stand line astern and give themselves up to Mopos, but Manx still has a chance. That is until Smooya slides in. So Movistar looking surgical right now. Great surgery being performed on Copenhagen Flames.
The plan was that they were either supposed to boost each other, or one of them was supposed to swing out. You can kind of see them like, one of them ducks in, the other then ducks in to follow, then one of them ducks out again. Maybe they just weren't quite sure who was doing what, but I'm assuming the plan there was one of them was supposed to swing so that the other can find the refrag. Or they were supposed to boost, one or the other. What happened was not what they intended. I'm almost 100% confident in that. Because you just don't want to stand behind each other.
Down by Mopos, no.
Yeah. Well, your teammate behind you can't actually do anything if he's standing behind you anyway, so it doesn't really make sense.
He's just going to speed up your death if he tries to shoot.
Exactly.
Put guns out for Copenhagen Flames. Maybe this is their chance to try and put a round on the board. As it's 8-0 right now. Shots gets an opening. Can't quite refrag for a second. It's Manx who takes him down, but left with just, what, 9 points of health? He's a soft target. He's tender. A 4-on-4 retake going to be required, but Alex and Smooya, they've taken a lot of damage, and they're just going to flash themselves as the smoke fades forward. Smooya can't keep himself alive. And Copenhagen Flames, this might finally be a round on the board for them, but look at the space Mopos has got into. He's going to finish off Manx. Nodios is very quick on the trade, and it leaves it all up towards Alex alone in a 1v3 with 20 points of health. There we go, Flames on the board. They avoid the 16-0.
What I'd like to see. We've got to start somewhere. Yeah. Here's hoping this will be the start of something fabulous.
Yeah, you don't... Not to be rude, but it was turning into a bit of a boring game, honestly. So I'm glad Copenhagen Flames put themselves on the board, inject a bit of life into this one, so it's not just Movistar Riders surgically removing Copenhagen Flames from the server every round. As that is a tough comparison.
Yeah, that's a brutal comparison. I don't think it's really reasonable right now to to do player comparisons at an 8-1 scoreline. Maybe a bit harsh.
He has strong ADR though, Yabby. 99 ADR for him. Considering they've only found one round. Ain't bad. Still ready to get back into things. Movistar, they had enough for the rebuy. Shock should be buying up. There we go. Mopos on a secondary AWP alongside Smooya. Now, that could be a devastating combination. Smooya even has a Zeus. Huh. I wonder... He's not fired it off straight away, so I wonder if he actually is planning to use it. I mean, if he's going... Okay. 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 Short jump complete. A little bit of freestyling. Now, boost. Run boost for Nico Dos. I think Smooya will have spotted that. And neither of them can land the shot. So, bit of a
backing away
stalemate.
though is the safer play in the short term, but it does mean a little more control is gained for this T side. Curious if Mopos will be able to make something work with this deep B angle.
I've seen him play this a lot.
Notes of where that bomb is.
I've seen him play it a lot, but does he expect Manx to already be deep? Gonna be fixated on that underground peak. Will he be ready for a person pushing from his right? It's a bit of weird stalemate right now, because nobody's peeking, nobody's giving anything up. 55 seconds, the Flames are gonna have to make a move sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you know, Movistar, they'll just win on time. Right now, they've got control towards top mid. A bit of this apps control. The Cillian ready to throw a smoke towards the B site as well. Looks like they might go for a short split in towards this B site. As there is the peak, and Mopos is not ready for it. Gets taken down very quickly, and this is going to be explosive from the Flames. As everybody's just going to get clapped from Movistar Riders. Finally, some life on this T side, and that is exactly what they need. Is Smooya and Steel just going to have to save this one? They don't have the cash to rebuy if they don't.
It's just great news for Copenhagen Flames. We're starting to see some momentum really flip into their direction here. If they can keep this rolling, they're starting to save this off, to be candid.
Copenhagen Flames, they aren't going to chase too hard. I mean, they have a bit of cash for a few players, but at this point in the half, any extra cash you can just build up now is nice. It'll allow you to rebuy if the Movistar Riders do pick up a round or two. You can keep the pressure on and keep clawing these rounds back rather than being crumbled onto an eco very quickly. Shot from Mopos. He looks away, I think expecting a flashbang to come through. And it might have been better at that point just to fall back into the site rather than try and re-peek for the shot. Probably would have been able to survive and at least stall the aggression and hope for rotations. Because he was the only player in B as well for the Movistar Riders. So he was the sole defense of that position. And with him going down, the bomb site's just lost. It's a 5-on-4 and rotations are just getting picked off in mid. Movistar, they do manage a pretty decent buy-up. Mopos, SMG, no armor. Interesting. And at least Shox gets one in that situation.
If they can catch anyone else here. They do opt to try and get out through Palace. It looks like Copenhagen Flames actually make the smart decision, adapting to the fact they know the AWP has got that dialed in. It's just going to completely rotate away.
Yeah. That's such a difficult position to force Smooya out of. It'd require a full execute, and Copenhagen Flames just not really feeling that right now. Mopos gonna have a bit of a mooch underground, and oh, this could be perfect timing. Will Copenhagen Flames check underground? Doesn't look like they're going to. Yeah, nobody's checking underground. Mopos could have a flank of the century. Smooya's AWP needs to hit that shot, but can't. Will just back away and leave it up to his teammates to rotate in as he does take down Yabi. Mopos strike from the backlines, and with an armored SMG, that is certainly a worthwhile trade. But now, Smooya and Steel left in a 2-on-2. They do spot out the first. That's Manx getting caught. And it's a Cillian against the two, and he tries to go for the plant, but Steel already deep in the site. Going to lead Movistar Riders to a 9th, and this is where the economy for Copenhagen Flames is going to be crucial. As I said, keeping those 5 players alive in the previous round, it's allowed them a big old rebuy here. They have everything they need, and that just allows them to have a second chance here, deny Movistar really retaking control of this first half.
Kind of a frustrating moment. It's got to be for Copenhagen Flames, right? You just started to get back into the swing of things. You've got yourself your second round. You're looking for a third. There's already kind of a stopper put in. That's candy, though. Take down Smooya.
Yeah.
That gives you a real chance here. Maybe, just maybe, they can get 9-3 off the back of that. If they can work that pick into something on towards this A site, which bodes well when you consider the fact that Shox doesn't have that crossfire support from jungle right now, but apparently he doesn't need it. He will just take the gunfights and win them on his own. Will be traded out by the dice in the end, but is that too little too late? I'm not quite sure. We've yet to
Yeah.
see the bomb go down. That's the main thing, and they've yet to really get a couple of these players safed up, which means with Pulse, for example, flash into Connector. Alex hasn't got out sight yet, but doesn't need to because his teammates. It's a really odd round. It feels like Copenhagen Flames were right there on the cusp of getting onto site, but weren't able to clear out the rotators. And by the time the rotators got themselves sunk into the new positions, people like Alice in jungle, or Alex, sorry, not Alice, will not really be able to do anything. So it's, I think the slow pace of Copenhagen Flames really haunting them there because they just allow those rotations to come in. I mean, you see here, Shox, absolutely huge play. He
Yeah,
has no
massive.
support at all from anyone, and he's able to ping out and get 2 kills. When Mopos is given the time to rotate into position, he can then flash into Connector. The same thing with Alex in jungle as well, being given the time to get seeded into jungle and hold Palace. Because they've still got a player there, all he has to do is scope through the creek. Bit of a disaster for Copenhagen Flames, has to be said.
Yeah, now double
It all
digits.
starts with Shox, to be fair. That's the
True.
one big thing is if they don't let Shox get the double kill there, which he shouldn't be able to. There should have been an instantaneous trade from Palace.
Yeah.
It's rather than he gets 2 kills then be traded. Then I think you have a much more comfortable round there for the T side. But
The
just
issue
gave
is,
Shox the absolute world.
I think the Palace player, I believe it was Nodios, was just a little bit wary, I think, of a player maybe ticket booth. So didn't really want to go too aggressive. And by the time he gets to the fight, his 2 teammates were already dead. Which sucks, but it was still a 3-on-3. It wasn't a done round at that point. It was then that aggression that was taken away from Copenhagen Flames and that flashbang you say into us Connector as well. That stole away that ult player. So Movistar Riders, they already find 10. And things looking really strugglesome for them in this first map. It's looking like Movistar are barreling towards a very quick first game here. At least a first map, rather.
Yeah, it's a first map. I think
Yeah.
you got to get the grain of salt. I kind of expected Mirage to be a bit of a playground here for Movistar Riders just because of some of the players on this team who, unfortunately for Copenhagen Flames, are the players who also just happen to be fragging out right now. I mean, the KDs and some of these Movistar Riders players right now are nuts, like 8, 9 KD respectively. So
Yeah.
this was kind of anticipated, as an option. I think
Oof.
the second map may be a little different. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Missing the shot on Steel as well means that's an entry frag missed. So
Might come back to haunt them. Would have been something for the Flames to work with. Instead, they'll drop some Flames towards the window. Steel will regress out short, looking for a fight through the smoke, but Smooya, he's only died twice, I think, this game. And he's on 12 kills. And look at Mopos as well. Well, he's just got so much control. Nice early frag, and he's going to try and back away as well. Can he get to safety? Not quite. He hoped and prayed that he'd be there in time, and Asilian does catch him before he can escape, so that at least leaves things in a 3-on-3 and an open bomb site for them to walk into now as well. But Smoothie with the up towards short. Copenhagen Flames need to be careful not to give anything up to him. Player by bench might be a right hold target. And he is going to go down. Yabi feels that burn. Jock's now hoping to work in from market. MP9, close range, catches Asilian looking the other way, and now it's all up towards Nikados. A 1 versus 2, fires off his shot, but won't hit either. As Shox his MP9 rattles off the kill, and Movistar Riders 11 on the board now. There was a couple rounds from the Flames where things started to look good, and it feels like really Movistar Riders have a bit of a weak spot towards this B site, but that is because they're leaving Mopos alone in this situation. Steel getting picked off towards short early on in the round leaves Mopos to go aggressive for that peak. And he does get the kill, can't quite get away. But it then just leaves that B site open, and Copenhagen Flames aren't able to capitalize on that enough.
exactly, it just It's not their map. I think it's just really where I'm netting out here. I suppose it's just not their map right now. It's not going their way. So probably already, I think, the beginning of the end here for me. I mean, look at this scoreboard right now. Smooya 13 to 2. And what is that? An 18 to 6. I can't quite see on the resolution I have, unfortunately, here on the feed. But nonetheless, pretty impressive scorelines. Can't
You were
knock it.
correct.
For anyone, in fact, you can't knock it.
Nice opening for Smooya again, finding damage with that AWP.
As he gets away as well, he gets away
Yeah.
completely untraded, so he can just reposition now, and then we'll see another repeat. In fact, if he gets a second kill here, it's just, I mean, this is going to be deadly. Mopoz is now set up as well. The double up sets up. Your two key players are just going to absolutely delete Copenhagen Flames from existence. The apocalypse has come, and it's the name Mopoz and Smooya.
And that is just an absolute slaughter.
Yeah, there's nothing to add. There's nothing you can add there. It's just an absolute slaughter. I mean, Smooya runs down bottom mid, gets the pick, and then able to get back in connector. They then push B, and they run again into an AWP. It's just so unfortunate.
Yeah, just a single kill found. It's... I don't know. It's... There's not really much to say about it. It's been... Movistar Riders really just in control, and you can see this last round bye for Copenhagen Flames. There's really not much to work with. Nikodos on an AWP does find an opening kill, but with just the limited utility, Smooy's just racking them up. 4 quick kills for him, including a collateral that Yabi had no chance to defeat. Leaves Nikodos alone against 4. And Smooya might just be going for the ace here. I think Smooya's the kind of player who's going to try and take this one. He's positioned towards a ramp right now as Nico is going to be looking in towards Palace to try and recover this bomb.
Trying to look for a kill on the left-hand side, I think. Yeah, see if anyone maybe comes through, tries to check him, but I think once he hears the re-smoke, he kind of knows, okay, this is what's going to happen here. They're just camping the bomb, which is the reasonable thing to do if you're the CT side as well.
Yeah, and you've got Alex working in through the back as well. The Palace Nico is going to get shot in the back of the head. Yeah, here we go. He might not even get shot, might get knifed.
He's going to go for the knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Smooya aces it out instead.
It was going to be a case of either Smooya gets the ace or he gets the knife kill. One of the two.
Either way, it's unfortunate. That second shot. And then this third one, so
it's
quick
cruel.
onto Manx.
It's just cruel. It really is.
Boom. Oh dear. So yeah, an ace for Smooya at the end. He's died twice and has gotten 20 kills. When you say it out loud, it's so outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I just not really sure what you can do here if you're Copenhagen Flames. I mean, what's the board of Smooya? Most kills, first kill, up kills.
It's the jackpot. Someone's pulled the lever and it's come up Smooya. I wonder what the prize is at this casino for getting all Smooyas. It looks like the prize is a map win versus Copenhagen Flames. And a clean one at that. Is now the Riders, they switch over towards the T side, and Smooya is going to keep on tearing them up. 2 quick kills. Is he going to waste back to back? Go on, do it. Do it, Smooya. Okay, well, there goes the ace. Dox has denied him that. He might still find another kill here. Might be a third for him. Never mind. Riders just trying to take kills away from Smooya now. They've had enough. They want some for themselves.
Map 2, any
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, we may
Much
as
of the
well use
same,
this.
or?
Yeah, we may as well use the time to talk about map 2, to be honest. This one is done. As, I mean, obviously, we'll be heading over to Inferno, which, obviously, will be the Copenhagen Flames map pick, and they can still put up a fight on that map. But again, Movistar Riders are not weak on that map. They have some pretty strong results, putting both Mousesports and OG very close on them. Losing, I think, with 12 rounds at least both times, Movistar Riders. So, certainly, if Movistar keep playing this way, I don't see a way back in for Copenhagen Flames. They might be able to put more than 2 rounds on the board. I'd hope they would be able to put more than 2 rounds on the board, but, I mean, is that really an achievement right now? Is Movistar side just sort of having fun right now? Mopos is running into base. Yeah. They try and trade him out. No chance of that, as it's all up to us, Nico Dossa. 1 versus 4. And super sick from just the Movistar Rise in general. Mopos getting 2 as well for himself in the Mac 10. Money building. Rounds rising. Moral deflating for the Copenhagen Flames. Yeah. What are your thoughts on next map?
Uh, yeah, I wonder if it's going to be more of the same or not. I can't help but feel like there's going to be maybe a tad more than the 7-minute break between maps for this one.
Again, just a force buy from Copenhagen Flames here. Oh, works out for a first kill. Asilion ravages Alex there with the MP9 as they try pushing in towards his A site instead, the Movistar Rider side. And, I mean, Smoothie and Mopos, they're still both alive, so I have to feel that Movistar probably claim this round and close this game out. But that Molotov towards Firebox makes things very difficult for Smoothie, down to just 28 HP. He has been ransacked of his HP as we get a nice bird's eye view of the goings-on. Steel and Mopos finding shots. And, oh, there goes Nico Dos. It's all up towards Asilian Manx, and there's just no way, is there? Moppa's jumping at Manx. Is actually going to get taken down, and with Asilian up towards the balcony, that gun gives him away. Smoothie expected him to drop down, but instead he jumps on top of the default box. Now, Steel left alone. The timer is ticking so far gone, and Asilian, he doesn't even have a kit. The round is done, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he has time. No, he doesn't. 16 for the Movistar Riders. A bleak first map for Copenhagen Flames, and